Welcome to Moose Court. Today we're in Judge Simpson's court. Now, if you watch his streams, you know that he really doesn't start and stop them. When he goes into recess, for instance, he just hits that private button, but it's still streaming. You just can't see the court, but you can see people who have logged in for Zoom court. Well, this lady was there for 30 minutes before Judge Simpson came out of recess, and she's making these faces the whole time, and then she's there throughout the entire court proceedings. Here we got a little more information on her, and the court session will begin in just a few seconds.
Court calls the Gate People versus Parker Spence.
Oh, Your Honor, Murray Duncan appearing on behalf of the defendant, Parker Spence.
Your name, sir?
Parker Spence.
All right.
I had a chance to read the pre-sentence report with my client. We do find it to be factually correct. I just have a couple comments, if I may.
Yes.
This happened in October of 2022, so it happened quite some time ago. My client just turned 18 at that time. So I've been involved with him since then. His mother and father are in the court today. He's come a long way, Judge. He hasn't had any further issues. That's on the positive side. The report's accurate. He's not smoking marijuana now. He's not doing any drugs. He's not drinking. And he hasn't since then. So I think he's a good candidate. He had a bad night, and that's what happens when you were doing the things he does. Obviously, you know that, and I know that. And it happened to him. But with some very good support from his parents, which is probably the most important thing, I think, in this situation. He seems to me to be on the right track now.
What do you do during the day, young man?
I'm working at Applebee's currently as a flat top cook.
Did mom and dad want to say anything?
Does anybody want to talk?
I'll always hear from moms,
Okay.
so you know me.
Hey, come here and look at
It's
something.
okay. All right. Can you just say your name for the record?
Rachel, Spence Everett.
Yes, go ahead.
I mean, he has come a long way. He had a rough year 2 years ago. It was in the height of the pandemic. Kids had to stay home from school. His life was just a mess. He made bad choices. I feel like he's been guilty,
So,
living a guilty life ever since then. He's put a lot of stress on himself. He's trying. He's come a long way. He's a good kid. Everyone you talk to says how polite he is and how good of a kid he is. And he had a rough few years. And I just want you to know he is doing a lot better and he's trying hard. Sorry.
It's okay.
I cry whenever I talk about
It's
him.
okay. If you want to stay up there with him, you can.
Okay.
That's fine.
This I know is okay. I'm 100%.
Thank you. Embarrassed.
Isn't that cool?
Young man, anything
I
you
bet you
want?
most people couldn't.
I'm just really sorry for what happened, and I'm ready to move forward,
I'm not most
try and
people. I have
fix what I did.
And Judge, he was without a license for a year too, because on top of this, he lost his license for an implied consent refusal.
All right. What year you graduated Slane High?
I graduated 2022.
2022. Anything else you want to tell me? No. On count one, the disobeying a police officer to sentence of the court, place you on 12 months of probation. You're to pay $425 fines and costs, $360 probation oversight fees. I will ask in a moment how you're going to pay all of this. So let me get through the sentence. You're to comply with all the terms that will be set forth in count two as I give it to you. And I'll order 90 days in jail, credit 2 days, the balance is suspended. On the Count 2, the operating with the presence of a controlled substance. It's a sentence of the court, place you on 12 months probationary term. You are to pay $855 fines and court costs, $100 prosecution recovery cost, $100 police agency recovery costs. How are you intending on getting all of this paid?
Judge, he brought $500 with him. His parents are trying to let him pay now that he's working. So he has $500 of his money today. He asked me to ask the court if he could do a payment plan on the balance.
If I said no, then the parents are going to bail him out, right?
Yes.
I'm a parent. They don't want to do that. I don't want their money. I want his. So, all right. You have 500 today? That's your money?
Yes, Your Honor.
Put that on count 1. Pay the $500 today. And then the months, Ms. Polera, the payment plan as arranged by probation.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. There is to be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You are to complete a substance abuse assessment, follow all treatment recommendations with status reports to probation. You are to continue your current mental health treatment, follow all recommended care, including medication protocol. You are to complete the victim's impact panel with proof to probation. You are to maintain employment with verification to probation. Other 93 days in jail, credit to the balance is suspended. Let me ask you this. Why aren't you in school?
I don't know. I wanted to do trade school. And
Okay, so hold on. You just said, I don't know. And then you said you want to do whatever. So why aren't you doing that?
Can I speak? No.
Go ahead.
He was supposed to start for HVAC, but because he didn't have a license, getting to work because he was working full time and getting to school full time was just honestly a lot. Obviously, we both, his dad and I, work full time. My hours are weird, so it was hard getting him to his full job, us to our full-time job, and then him to school. So it was kind of more of a pause and just work
Where was he going to do the HVAC?
at Washtenaw Community College.
Young man, you want to be in school?
yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you do too. I don't know why I asked the question, but I just had a sense that you want to be that. You want to do that. Can't you start out your prereqs online?
I think when we looked into it, because we went in and talked to him, it was all in person, I believe.
I think the program, the HVAC would be
Program,
in
yeah.
person. Let me tell you this. Something in my gut just tells me you need to be in school. And I think that's where you want to be. Again, I don't know why I get that sense, but I just do. And I understand that you want to do the trade program, but they have other programs there where you can start. My big concern for you, outside of all of this, is that what you're going to do is the further you get away from school, the harder it is to go back. There's always the pressures of family, travel, and those kind of, there's always that. And that's why I'm not saying take full credit, but, not take a full load or anything along those lines, but at least start with something just to keep yourself in touch with it. Think we can do that?
Yes.
Am I going to have to order it?
No.
I'm going to order it. Mr. Duncan knows me. He knows I'm going to order it because then it's going to be part of your probation. Okay. Ms. Polera? I'm going to add to count, I'll just add it to count one. Defendant two, I'm just going to make it broad. Enroll at WCC. All right.
Now, he lives in Detroit.
Pardon?
He lives in Detroit.
I know.
I just.
That's why I'm saying he can get online.
Okay.
He can get online and start. I don't, either way. I think you need to start, okay? Give it a shot.
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
All right? That'll work for you? Why are you looking down?
I was just looking down.
You were just looking down? You don't think you can do it?
I can.
I know you can. I like the way you said that. All right.
All right, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you.
Now, at this point, I edited out a couple of cases, probably 20 minutes. She was on this whole time, and she's the last case called. She never put herself on mute. So finally, Judge Simpson calls her case. Here it is.
Court calls the case People versus Sarah, is it Melski?
Good afternoon. This is a public defender Lauren hearing on behalf of Ms. Melski. Can you state your name for the record, please, ma'am?
Oh, she's muted. I think she's iPhone 1.
Sarah Ann Mahaski.
Okay, she's here.
Please declare on behalf of probation, Melski is before the court for a review hearing on a prosecutor deferred sentence. She has paid her fines and costs in full. She is still enrolled in the theft class. At the time I prepared my report, she hadn't started, but I do see that she has done that now. Probation is also needing an updated status report from her individual counseling, and I have no proof of her 25 hours of community service. Given that there was progress with the fines and costs, probation's asking that the court extend her prosecutor deferred sentence for a period of 2 months, that she continue all terms as previously ordered, getting those components and completed and provided to probation, and schedule a final review hearing on May 8, 2024 at 9 a.m.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. I will extend the prosecutor's deferred sentence for a period of 2 months. All terms as previously ordered will continue. I'll set a final review hearing for May 8, 2024, 9 a.m. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
So obviously she has some drug abuse issues, possibly committed retail fraud to fund her drug use. It seems like she's getting treatment right now at a treatment center. But anyhow, there you go. Kind of feel sorry for her. Hey, give me a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the like button. That'll really help me out. Thanks.